Gaza is facing the threat of an epidemic, and an internal Israeli investigation reveals surprises about the October 7th attack. After suffering and still suffering from the ravages of a devastating retaliatory war, a bombing that made children a target for it, and the destruction of hospitals and schools, a military victory that is being celebrated, Gaza now finds itself facing the threat of the spread of epidemics and diseases among its displaced population, huddled in tents and the yards of shelter centers. The humanitarian situation is becoming more difficult, and the health disaster that everyone warned about is turning into a reality that the residents of the Strip are forced to face. The tragedy in Gaza continues and continues to escalate. However, there are many efforts that seek to alleviate the suffering as much as possible. The Gaza Strip received 200,000 liters of fuel through the Rafah crossing, in addition to the arrival of a number of newborns in Egypt after being transferred from the Al-Shifa complex to receive the necessary treatment and care. Inside Israel, investigations have revealed a surprise about the events of the October 7th attack. The Haaretz newspaper quoted the police as saying that an Israeli warplane bombed the celebration in Gaza, killing hundreds of settlers. This was considered by the Palestinian government as proof of the lie of the Israeli narrative, which employed to justify the attack on Gaza. At the regional level, the Houthis in Yemen have announced their control over an Israeli ship while emphasizing that the Israeli ships are a legitimate target for them. Israeli media said that the ship was owned by an Israeli businessman, while Associated Press quoted US officials as saying that the Houthis seized it through a landing operation in which they used the helicopter. These accelerated developments come in conjunction with a new escalation on the Israeli-Lebanese border and the announcement of the occupation army to increase its ground operations in Gaza. The entire region is threatened by a significant widening of the circle of conflict.